Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the rabbit. So let's see how you bunny peoples are doing this week. Let's hop right to it and pick out these cards for you. Let's see what we've got. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. Here, let's go one from the bottom, one from the middle, one from the top. What have we got? We got a black, white, black. Okay, as I like to remind people, the black isn't always an attack, the white isn't always all right. It just means things could be better, things could be worse, but it all depends on when we flip this card and we see the compatibility between that rat and the rabbit, which is actually a moderately good compatibility. The only issue that we have with the rat and the rabbit, even though they can maintain a very working kind of relationship, it's where they can be, I don't know, I suppose a little bit sure of themselves or competitive in a way, egotistical maybe. But that's what we're looking at here with this rat card being in the negative anyway. Is we need to look at ourselves, we need to check ourselves, we need to make sure that we're not doing stuff that's irking people or rubbing them up the wrong way because of our own frustrations and our own, I don't know, things that are happening around us, the things that are going on in the grander scheme of things. For example, you're going to take out, take out work on your family, or you're going to take out what's happening with your friend. You're going to take that out on your wife, or what's going on with, I don't know, the car not starting. You're going to take that out on the poor person working at the post office. Whatever it is, you're not channeling properly. You're not delegating your emotions where they need to be. You need to rethink this stuff. This is a very emotional card, that rabbit card. That rat card for a rabbit. It's a very kind of you've got preparations and planning to make. You've got a long to-do list. You've got too much stuff to consider and think about. There is no real benefit for procrastination. There is no real benefit to, I don't know, being ignorant to it. But the thing with it is the more you leave it and the more you don't acknowledge it and the more you don't, I suppose, find resolution, the more that you are going to find yourself, I don't know, I don't want to say closing off, but more, I don't know, being frustrated and I guess becoming more sure of yourself that you are right, because you're going to convince yourself that you are right. And that is going to be it's a dangerous place to go when it's not backed up by fact or it's only based around your own opinion. I think realistically, what we're looking at here is for you to, like I say, rein it in a little bit. For you to maneuver through this, you can't go into it knowing or thinking that you know everything or being a know-it-all. You can't do that. You've got to go in with a more open mind, have a bit more flexibility. There's definitely something here that needs working on, and it's definitely something that you have increasingly created strain on, simply because you're not, as I say, channeling your emotions in more of a responsible way. Let's say that, in a responsible manner. We're going to jump over into that rooster card there, which is a critical card. It's very criticizing and judgy. It's also, unfortunately, the opposite to the rabbit. So that is your conflict card. It's the complete opposite. Even though it's white, it doesn't mean it's all right, because what we have here is a difficulty in seeing eye to eye with somebody. Again, it's a conflict. It's lack of communication. It's delegating your emotions, or putting the lack of delegation of your emotions, and it's putting that on people that don't deserve it or don't even have a clue what's going on, because you're not communicating. Let's just say, for example, you're having a bad day because your car's not starting, and it's the car that's the problem. You know that it's the car that's the problem. In your little bunny brain and the way your rabbit mind works, you know what the problem is. You know that you're upset, frustrated, and getting annoyed about the fact your car won't start. But when you go back inside, whether it be your wife, your husband, your mum, your dad, your sibling, your son, your daughter, it doesn't matter who it is, person at work or the person down the end of the phone, when that person says something or triggers you or makes something, I don't know, apparent to you, you're losing it and you're kicking off and you're taking out the fact that the car won't start on them. And it's not their fault. Again, it's that lack of delegation with emotion. It's that lack of channeling or the lack of a healthy coping mechanism. You've got this conflict here, no communication, you're getting frustrated. And I think realistically, you just need to talk about what it is that's bothering you. You need to open up. You need to be more, I would say, more kind of flexible with the emotional stuff that you choose. And it is a choice, rabbit people. You choose to carry around with you on a day-to-day basis. You're choosing to add more and more to it because, again, you're not going to simply turn around and say, because you've got etiquette, you've got this decorum, you've got this rabbitness about you where you're not just going to turn around and say, the problem is the car won't start and that's what's bothering me. You're not going to do that. If you could, we could probably get through this. In fact, if you can do that, I would opt for that. But unfortunately, yet again, it would appear the rabbit people are turning their back on the forest fire towards behind them so they can focus on what is towards them or what is in front of them. And they're taking out their frustrations on whatever that is. Not good practice, bunny people. Not good practice. But we are jumping into the time of the pig there. That pig card, that's a catalyst card. It's also in your affinity triangle. It's a part of your most compatible three: the pig, the sheep, and the rabbit. They are the tripod of the catalytic moments and that instigation for change. The pig is, again, a great card for you to have as a rabbit, because unlike the rooster, it's not a conflict card. Unfortunately, it is in that negative place, so it could be better, but it's definitely better than having a white rooster, ironically. Having the black pig is definitely better for you guys. The rabbit and the boar, they do go together and they do make a great team. And I do see that you can get through this if you are to open up a little bit more and be honest with what is actually happening. The unfortunate thing is that you're becoming more and more stuck in it because you've been there for so long now that you're just reluctant to actually move. You're reluctant to talk about it. What's the point? What's the point, you'll say? What's the issue? It won't change anything. I may as well just keep on doing what I'm doing. If I talk about it, then I'll just get ignored and nobody's going to listen anyway. So why waste my breath? You're probably bored and tired with petty little arguments or unnecessary things keep cropping up that seem as insignificant and annoying as a mosquito bite. It's that irrelevant to you. And you're literally just getting bitten or getting pestered, and it's just more of a nuisance. You can do something about this, and you can actually put a stop to it. But again, it comes down to you actually being able to sit down and express yourself. And I don't think that you're going to be able to do that, or at least you're going to struggle to do that. Maybe it's because the person that you're trying to talk to just isn't compatible and isn't comprehending. Maybe it's your approach. Maybe it's the way that you're handling it. Maybe it's the way that you're doing it. I'm not trying to point the finger at you and say it's all you. It could just be the person that, you're involved with or the situation. But the more you sit on the back bench, the more you don't try and play the game, the more you continue to shy away from it, the harder and more difficult it's going to get. I am going to do a video in the future on that catalyst triangle, because I'm making my way through those triangles, and I do think it would be good for you to, or everybody, to understand and see how their triangles work with each other. And that pig and the rabbit being compatible as it is a good end to this reading. But that rooster is still there, prominent, and it's very dominant in there. That's a thinking card. It's part of the thinking triangle. We got a doer, we got a thinker, we got a catalyst there. There's things to get done, there's thinking to be had. And this is very important right now, where if the changes that are happening very slowly, because the pig is a very kind of slow change, kind of bringing in that catalyst, as they start to change, you are going to have choices presented to you and opportunities. The more opportunities you turn your back on or turn your nose up at, the less chance you have for this being a fortunate outcome for you. I'm not going to say jump at the first opportunity that comes your way, but definitely take the chance to seize any opportunity that may come your way. But we'll find out next week, won't we, when we come back and do another reading for you rabbit people. I'll be back tomorrow on Karmic Wednesday for the reptiles, the dragons and the snakes. If I don't see you then, I'll see you next week for another reading for you guys as rabbits on Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.